Good morning, Pisces, wherever you may be. I've premeditated some of your cards. I actually pulled the Pisces card and the Libra card. Okay. This is the Hangman and the Normal Tarot. Okay. The Libra balance is also like the Two of Pentacles in the Normal Tarot, but also like Justice. Okay. This is for August of 2019. I find this funny that I kept this one kind of separate. So we'll get to that because I've just pulled them. So the way this card works is however the point falls out. So this is seclusion, and it is on number 2, which is keep your desires private and keep secrets, which is really what I think you've been doing. Is more so you have been keeping what desire you want to yourself and a lot of secrets. So I'm just gonna show you real quick. We have listen, which is like intuition, not speaking, sitting on something. You are being told to just listen to what your heart says. What is the outside saying? Um, to differentiate those because you have been sleeping. Where your spirit roams at night when you are sleeping, this is where you truly want to be. And you are starting to wake up so you can live like that bird and roam where you want to go. You've been under like a spell, and your soul knows better. So, where you go when you sleep is the place you really want to be, but you've not been listening to your intuition. It's more been secrecy, holding your desires at bay, being very unsure because the Pisces card very intuitive. Pisces are very intuitive, but that being said, you can ride the fence a lot because you let your ego kind of take the shape. You don't listen to the first one like, oh yes, I want to do that. You may quickly do that, you know what I'm saying, and then you let your ego get in the way, and then your ego makes you second guess and you bail out. You never really state what you're doing. You just kind of do it in secrecy. Um, getting a lot of that here. Like you're riding the fence about something, and like I notice a lot here that her hair is parted in the middle. There are two sides here, kind of like the Two of Pentacles. She's listening to one side and listening to the other, and that's why there's like a Two of Pentacles balancing here. You're keeping a lot of your desires to yourself in secrecy, in seclusion. Okay. Then we have compass, which is 5-0, and anything actually with the 0 is like divinely guided. And then we have 36 commitment. So first and foremost, I want to read the Libra for you. I balance. It's all about balancing here. Balancing act. Which side? Where do I go? Which side? You're a very dual personality, okay? Libra is the sign of lovers and romance. Although Libra is a masculine sign, let me get this straight here. Pull back a little. Sorry about the glare. It's the window. Okay, when the Libra card turns up, it indicates you are riding the fence over something and need to make a decision soon. If you do not make your decision, it may be made for you. The potential for you not liking the ending is high if you're not acting and decide soon, because you're a very indecisive sign. This is favorable card for romance and relationship. It indicates a time where relationships are turning happier and more content. Right now, everything must be fair and balanced. It's important not to sacrifice your own feelings or desires simply because you hope to avoid a conflict. It will feel as if the middle approach is the smartest one now. And this is probably right. Courtrooms, laws, fairness should play into the matter. If you are involved in a court case, surrounding cards are good, and the Libra card appears in the spread. It's a good indicator the issue will work out just the way you hope. Okay, so if you make an action, it will work out in your favor. It also represents an impending marriage or engagement. Your relationship's about to move up a level up to a more serious one. Feelings have matured, happiness is achieved, and when you pool your resources with a significant other, outcome is great. Your achievement will be found when you find the right person who mirrors your own ideals and beliefs. All matters worked out within sincere and equal partnership shall prove to be successful. Okay? It's pretty much merging choices, romance, alliances, mutual support, and, making an actual decision is what this card boils down to. So I want to read a little bit of the insert. Okay. I love these cards, just so you know. So when your Pisces card shows up, your circumstance may be covert or at least obscured from your view, which is the keeping things secret type of thing. It is the Hangman card. It's more about compassion, oneness, art, the unconscious, the music, water, don't play the victim. Like Sleeping Beauty here. It's coupled with this. It did kind of fall under that. You may be extra sensitive to beauty currently. Poetry courses through you. You feel connected to the source. You like the idea of surrendering to what is. Compassion flows. I want to line this up for you. Take advantage of inspiration and channel it into a creative project. You have a notion or a dream. Swim to it. Capture that wave. A great idea from the past may reemerge. You may want to return and finish it. But you will want to tackle this idea soon when you are inspired, or the entire matter could disappear into the rushes of the deep. You may be confused by the reactions of others or simply unable to get the correct answer. You could be like a pristine sea or the muck of a swamp. Getting lost is a danger. Pisceans are very prone to this. Make sure you're not being pulled under by other people's complications. It's even possible you have someone in your life who saps you. Usually this is not intentional, but because of some delusional way of unthinking or viewing the world, that clouds your issue. Don't fall into this same confusion. Make sure you are protected and have the proper boundaries. You may have physical symptoms, but find no reason for them. Be very mindful if you take drugs. Just giving you like a strange reaction. All right. So this is all pretty much about making a decision. Like two of Pentacles completely. this whole damn thing. Because you're riding the fence, even though you know where your soul really wants to go, right? Everything is about where you actually want to go, but you refuse to make this decision because you're getting lost in the muck. Like, too many thoughts are rolling in, and this is why you are being asked to recall, like, your dreams. Where do your dreams lead you when you're asleep? Can you remember them? Can you wake up and write them down? Because you really need to listen to what your soul is telling you. And you've been keeping a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets, Pisces. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, by the way. I resonate more with my Sun and my Moon. So this is a card of like natural evolution, a relationship from inception to a metaphorical marriage. So you do have two marriage cards out here. There is a promise of fulfillment in some form. You must be conscious of what you're committing to, be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. So, like, if you make a commitment to someone or something, you better damn well make sure that you're going to commit to it. You cannot keep going in this way. So that's why you need to listen to where your soul really goes at night when you're asleep. Where does it wander? That is where you truly want to be. So that's where you need to take this into consideration. Whether that's a job, a new venture, or a person you're needing to come into union with that you've been going back and forth on. You need to balance. You need to get off that fence, right? But you do definitely need to link up with your spirit so you can become the highest version of yourself. So you can bring out the highest version in another person. There are things here that you are supposed to be with that is going to bring out the highest version of yourself in another. You are not supposed to be codependent on someone. You are not supposed to say that you will become whole. You will just meet your equal. You understand? So I'm sure some of you are remembering some of the dreams that you've had. Like last night, all I remember of a dream that I had was, for some reason, a giant full moon. And I remember saying, "Is that the Leo full moon?" And someone in the dark and shadow sitting on a swinging porch was like, "Yes." I mean, it was giant and full and beautiful, you know. So this is the compass. You're entering in uncharted territories. You can expect a new wonderful experience. To stay on your highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to the true north, your true intention, what you truly want to do, you know, to make that choice. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements cannot help you find your true path right now. Know that Spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust for your compass with Spirit will ensure that you'll never be lost. Okay? This is all about finding where you really want to be. Okay? They're trying to help you point this, but you feel kind of lost about this decision right now. You're very secretive, but it's coming up to like a transformation for you. Alright, Spirit, give me a little more clarification, please. You also, on the underlying deck over here, you have the last card that I pulled for your last reading, which was Spirit of Place. I do want to note that. And I don't pull that. I've only pulled that card, to be honest, for the Pisces reading. And half time I can't remember what the hell comes out of my mouth when I do these readings. I just let it kind of roll. Give me a sec. That is 4. So number 4, definitely hanging on to something and feeling a loss. Be authentic to yourself. That's right. Just being authentic to self. You know? And again, about spirit. Looking and embodying it. Spirit of Place arrives in your reading. It says that the answer to your query is in the overreaching theme of your circumstances, which is where your soul goes when it roams. Where are your dreams taking you? To what and to who? And that's what you want. The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to the love, then embody love rather than long for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question, then name it. So you have to give it a name, and you'll be able to seek your greatest authenticity. You'll be able to transform into what you've been trying to do. Don't forget to hit that bell. Let me know what's going on. Because, you know, this is for the mass. It's not like for one specific person, which that is $15, and my information is below. 2 of Wands. A decision. Traveling. Figuring out where you want to pinpoint your compass. That stood out. 3 of Cups. Where's that? Oh, way too many. Sorry, dude. Sorry. It's way too many. Let's go with this first. So, needing to make a decision. Where you want to point your cup. You know, you've got emotional ties that are remaining in your memory. When you see places and sounds and taste flavors, you remember someone. Again, linking back to your soul. There's a lot of old memories and dreams floating through your head right now about a certain smell, person, place. It's all about, like, you're listening, you know? Like, truly listening. What your spirit guide's been telling you. Like, not your ego-based ones. Oh, we all have the ego-based ones, my love. That's the Page of Wands. No, that's the Knight of Wands, sorry. It's the Knight of Wands. You're being handed something that's very passionate. You know, like, take this wand. It's very passionate. One more card for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. August 2019, please. What is the motivation and end game for Pisces? You know, are you guys juggling? Are you guys keeping secrets? Is there some person or place you just can't let go of? Like you're longing for? Are you having a lot of dreams of certain places? Let me know in the comments. I have a feeling you're having like dreams and daydreams about certain places. So this fell. Well, you see how this fell. And I'm going to leave it exactly where it is. This is indecision about being truthful and making a clear-cut choice. You're bordering the fence about something tangible. Like, this is almost like the Virgo card, which I believe some of you might be bordering Virgo. But Knight of Pentacles is like, in this deck, you don't want to feel a loss over something that was very tangible. Something that was very solid. That's why you are riding the fence here about giving an offer. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Feeling like you really just don't have it in you anymore, but you know you have to keep fighting. You have to keep fighting to come to a conclusion. Pisces, please. One card for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is their advice, please? What is their advice? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ah, this fell out. Woof, instinct. You used to be very in tune with your intuition, your instincts, but you have been led astray. You have been led astray from your pack, from your normal instinct, and you need to get back in touch with that because you've been making a lot of wrong decisions thinking that was your instinct, but in fact it was totally opposite. It wasn't your instinct at all. So Spirit says, it just vouches you really do need to listen to what your soul says when you're asleep and write it down. Alright, I'm going to see what postcard from Spirit has to say for Pisces. Give a little more inquiry here about the cards laid out in front of us. I just really like these, so I decided to use them this time for everyone's reading. I haven't been using them. I switch back and forth. I got these darlings off of Etsy. Etsy. Let me see. And they are the Cemetery Oracle. Okay. Pisces, please. What wisdom or words of kindness do you have about this situation for August 2019, please? Well, you might have left somewhere, too. Because you realized that these people weren't like your tribe. And now you're trying to find your way back to, like, your natural instincts. You know, that's what really Pisces relies on in life. It's like their deep sense of the knowing. They are like the last sign of the zodiac. They're like the king of all the water signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for August of 2019. What message do you have for my Pisces about this situation? Lay it out in front of me, please. No, they're taking a little bit, guys. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So, to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you. A story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of, not stories of victimhood. You know, every good story does have peril, but that leads to a success. Okay? What is your inner self telling you? You know, you need to you need to start a journal. There's a lot of secrets that have been kept which have led you astray here. And you need to point your compass to those dreams, your dream journal, so you can get back in touch with your actual instinct, Pisces. That's all I got for you right now, my love. Please let me know what's going on. Again, my information is down below. That is 15 US dollars, which I believe is like 11 or 12 pounds if you're watching from across the seas. Okay, which some of you I think are definitely traveling across water, just so you know. And I will catch you next time. Next time, I can't even talk.